And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 65 yards. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, and look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Room here to run. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did, because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. White. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's White. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And Kamara with a call on 1st down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Dalton bootlegs out. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Dalton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's White.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And taken right at the 35. 6-0 our score after 1. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He completes it to Olave. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Dalton operating in the red zone now.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's
on the first
better.
drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 5 now. White.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now White. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, White. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd and 6, White. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now White with a first down throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now White. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he completes it to Wilson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
21 yards there on third down.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
A 23-yard run.
And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now Davis fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Saints.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Andy Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Play action here with Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Dalton sets up play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Dalton to throw.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
A give running right is Hall. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.